What's up, guys? Before we get started with this video, I just want to mention a couple of things. The first thing is this quest ended up taking so long that I ended up having to split it up into 3 parts. And for those of you thinking that I may have done that to, I don't know, get more views or get more money, just know that that's not why I did it. I did it to save a lot of time. For instance, my computer can render a 1-hour video or a 10-minute video in 1 hour, or it can render a 20-minute video in 3 hours. So it's kind of weird how it works, but shorter the video, quicker I can get it out. I also wanted to mention at one point in the video, the frames drop a little bit, and they're not as great as they could be, but I promise if you watch these videos, you will know how to do all the puzzles, how to defeat the boss, how to find everything, and there's nothing cut out, there's nothing missing. You will know everything you need for this quest. So I guess without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. Alright, so the first thing is go ahead and go talk to this guy. He is the advisor Carlos, and he's going to tell you that the king can't talk to you right now. The king is missing. The king is down in his, I guess, kind of a lockaway shelter or whatever it is, and he won't come out, and nobody knows how to get down there. He says if you want to try and look for him, you can head over to the enchantment table. He said that the king spends a lot of time around there, and it could have something to do with the way into the secret cellar. So go ahead and run over this way, and the enchantment table is just this, enchantment table with all these books around it. And if you look up above the enchantment table, you see a little like doorway type thing. So go ahead and jump up there, and you got 3 colors. Go yellow, red, purple, and then turn around and run. And it will take you over here. Now there is a sign in that room that says that the corruption lies behind a seat of power or something like that. So that's what is the hint to tell you to go look behind the throne. So go run back there, jump behind the throne, and you get taken into here. Your quest book updates, and it tells you that now you need to search the catacombs. So there's just a couple of flights of stairs to go down, and then you turn this way, and there's even more stairs, but there's like this little tomb up here. I just really wanted to check it out, so there's nothing to do with it. Don't get confused by it. I was just kind of checking stuff out as I went along, because I don't know, I just thought this area looked kind of cool. So just keep on heading down this way, and you get this puzzle that you have to turn on lamps, and each set of lamps will turn on different lamps. So I think I was actually able to get it my first try. So do the one with the corner 3. Do that one. Just go ahead and follow this. This is hard to explain which one they are, but so you know you're doing those 3 now. And then I did that one again. Now there could be different ways to do this, but this was the way that worked for me. So, and then the one on the very end, and that's it actually. And that's gonna pop a hole in the center where this emerald block was. So go ahead and go through there, and it's gonna drop you down in here. Now this is actually a pretty cool area. It's technically a parkour area, but there's these water streams right here. You need to jump up into the water stream, swim up to the top of the water stream, and then kind of like jump over to the next one. So just keep on going up to the very top of the water stream, and then just slowly working your way towards the next one. You'll fall into it. Like I said, really easy. I was able to do it my first try. There was no problems with it. It's pretty cool. I've never seen that in a like anything before. So go ahead and push this button on the emerald, and it opens up this like 3x3 door, and there's this little area here. You're just gonna go ahead and jump around that little barrier, and it takes you down these stairs into another little, I guess, type room with a like big pool of water, as you're gonna see right here. Now go ahead and just go into the pool of water, and yeah, you can see there's like this little area down on the bottom, and you go into here, and the quest book updates again, and you can see it says talk to the king. So go ahead and go talk to the king. He's just right down here chilling in his little I don't know, hideout or whatever it may be. So he starts telling you about the WynnExcavation Site and that they're not exactly who they said they have been. Um, they're not actually a excavation site at all. They're actually a group of people from Gavel, seeking power through the gems or the crystals that are here in Wynncraft. He says that they can't actually be defeated. He's tried himself, but they turned his entire council against him, and then eventually himself. So he tells you that you're going to have to get out of there. Unfortunately, he has no choice but to say that you are treasonous and you're a traitor. So what actually happens next is probably one of the coolest parts of the quest. Um, you're going to have to escape from Troms, and this is one of the coolest things I've ever seen in a quest. So he's still blabbering there. He's still gonna. I wanted to make sure I left all of the text up long enough to where if you wanted to read everything yourself, you could. But I guess it didn't really make much sense because you can read it all if you're doing the quest right now. But yeah, so just go ahead and run through the black, like little teleporter thing. They've boarded up the gates, and when it says there, it says escape from Troms. So this is actually pretty cool. You get spawned in a technically a second world or whatever, where there's these angry iron golems at you. So yeah, just head for the gate, and then that little message pops up that I guess gives an announcement to stop you that you're a traitor, and now the villagers will turn against you too. Don't try and run through the gate. If you do, it says over here, and there's this guy over here with a question mark above his name. Go ahead and talk to him, and he's going to tell you what you need to know. I had a little bit of trouble getting over to him because these villagers were kind of being nasty little buggers, but I got it. And he tells you that he can't explain right now what's going on. He can't explain who he is, but he gives you a piece of paper with some coordinates on it and tells you to go to those coordinates. So then after that, you're able to run through and you teleport into a new, I guess, world, and you are right here. So now it tells you to go to the coordinates on the paper, look at the coordinates right there. They are. Go ahead and write them down if you need them, but you should already have them if it's, you know, if you're doing this quest alongside me. So I skipped over there to save a bunch of time. This is by the jungle village, in the back entrance to the Durnal jungle. So it's when you enter the jungle village, you immediately cut to the right, and it takes you to this little wooden path. But instead of going down into Durnal, you come up a little bit along this ridge, and there's, I forget what his name is. Yeah, Thomas. So go ahead and talk to Trader Thomas, and he's going to tell you that he can't let you in because he has no reason to trust you, and that they can't trust anybody these days because there's so many people trying to infiltrate them that they're going to need you to find a way to prove yourself, although there is no way that you can actually prove yourself. Then he says that he's busy. He's got to look for 3 map fragments that he's been looking for. So if you check your book, it says find the 3 map fragments and bring them back to Thomas. Now it says to follow the eyes. I tried getting in there. You can't get in there. So what he means by these eyes are, in a second, I actually walk up to one of these eyes. I was looking around to see where the eyes might have been, but then I realized they're back down the pathway here. And you'll find these little eyes. This one's in a wall. You can see it looks like an eye. Pretty cool. So just follow these things. Like they're in the pathway, and they're in the walls and stuff like that, and it kind of leads you. So I just wanted to check one more time to see what it says, and sure enough, you got to look for the 3 map fragments. So go ahead and just follow down this path, and I think you're gonna see another eye on a wall. But then pretty soon you see one in the center of like a pathway. Yeah, right there's the other one on the wall, and then from there you can see the one that's in the path. So I don't think you can see. Oh yeah, you can see it right there in the distance. So it's in the center of like 2 paths. I actually had to pause here and then went and found all the map fragments to save a bunch of time, and now I'm going to show you how to get to them. So this is the same eye that I was just showing you that I walked up to. So you're going to go down I got all three of them already. You're gonna go down this path. Now this is the point I was talking about that gets a little bit not as great as frames, and there was a little bit of lag. I apologize. You know, I do the best I can do with the computer I have, so it's not too bad. You can still make out what's happening, and you know, you can still figure everything out. It's just a little bit irritating, I know, and I hate it too, but there's not much I can do about it. So there's the first one. That's the first map fragment. You're gonna continue along this way, and there's gonna be a second one pretty close. They're actually really, really close to each other. I was surprised that they had them this close. It actually tricked me a little bit. I was searching all around the Durnal jungle for them, and when I actually found that all three of them, you know, I was really surprised at how close they were. So this one is up in here, and there's going to be a snake tamer down there. Let's go ahead and kill him, and then the second map fragment is right in there. You've seen it drop. I killed him alongside the snake trainer. So now you're going to go out and continue along this way. A little bit of choppiness, all good, no worries, no worries. You'll be able to figure it all out from there, though. So just keep continuing along this path. I think there might be, yeah, there's another one right here, and then you see this building right here in our screen. There is a eye, you know, right next to it. So you just got to climb up the side of it. There could be a ladder inside the building. I'm not actually sure. I just, you know, found this way up and then got here. So that's the third map fragment right there. So go ahead and kill all three of these map fragments, and you will get the 1, the 2, and the 3. And then check your quest book again. I just wanted to make sure, like I said, and sure enough, the book says to bring them back to Thomas. So I went ahead and skipped over there to save you guys some time. So go ahead and talk to Thomas. He says that he's like surprised or whatever that you brought him the 3 map fragments, and that you must actually be, you know, a I guess trader camp, or you must be, you're not a trader camp, but you must be like a trader or whatever. You must be working against the WynnExcavation Site. So he tells you to get in there before anyone sees you, and you hop down into this little cave type thing. It took a little bit for it to load up. No worries, no worries. So you're in this cave, and there's a couple of traders and stuff. You can talk to these people if you want to. I checked my quest book, and it tells you to talk to the leader of the traders. I'll show you who he is in a second. I just wanted to like check out who these people's names and stuff were. But he's up here on this little like raised platform by these maps, and it's actually Amadel. I can't remember what quests we've seen him in, but we've seen him in quite a few quests actually. I think he might be from the other WynnExcavation sites, but I can't quite remember. All I know is he's one of our buddies for now, so that's good thing. He's telling you about how these map fragments will lead you to the 4th crystal site, WynnExcavation Site D, and that if you use these maps, you can beat WynnExcavation there, and you can actually get to the crystal and potentially, you know, maybe harness the power before they even get the chance to touch it. So you're going to need to go to the very, very corner of the Durnal jungle in order to, you know, get there before them. So if you check your quest book, it tells you to go to the Durnal jungle, and it actually gives you coordinates, but don't go to those coordinates. I have better coordinates for you that are a little bit more accurate. Those coordinates make it a little bit confusing, but I don't know if it was just lag for me, but that teleporter was actually broken for me, so I had to do /kill. So here I am out in the jungle. You can see the coordinates right there on the corner of the screen. Go to those coordinates. A little bit easier to find your way when you go to those coordinates instead of the other ones. It just kind of, I don't know. Like I had a lot of difficulties finding it, and I don't know if it was just me, like maybe I'm dumb, but maybe it was a little bit tricky. So you're gonna go here. You're gonna go to the left, go up this set of stairs, go right, and then go right up those stairs. Excuse me, my voice is going. Oh no, this is no bueno. Actually, I had to stop the chat. Forgot to edit that out. It's all good, no worries. Go up those stairs. There's some more stairs. This is just a lot of stairs, and then you find this little cave in the I guess the area, and that sign back there said the keys are in the corner. So you're gonna go ahead and push this button. It's gonna open this. You jump on this pressure plate, right? And then you're going to move out and wait, and you should hear a click. I don't think I actually heard it this time because my game volumes were a little bit too low. But you're going to run over to this next corner, to what would be to the left of the first one. You're going to step on that pressure plate, and you're going to run to the opposite corner of the wall. And this one is going to have another pressure plate. Go ahead and step on this one, and this one is the final one. You can hear that one actually open the piston. So go back to the middle, and it brings back the emerald block blocking you. And it drops you down into this little area with the parkour, but we're going to do the parkour next time. In this video I did jump down and miss one of them on accident, so I did leave it in to show you that there is a way out. You just run back to the beginning of it, and there's a way out there. But I'm going to go ahead and cut this episode here to keep them from getting too long. No need to worry though, the next episode is probably already even up right now. You can go into the description to get the actual link if you don't want to search it on my channel, if you don't want to search for it, and I'll have 1, 2, and 3 in there because yeah, it's going to save me a lot of time to cut these videos this short. So yeah, I'll be back in a few seconds if you want to go check out the other video, and yeah, we'll get going on the quest again. See you guys next time.